back to my kitchen. In today's video, we're going to be making loaded fries. I really do like making this recipe. I made it a few times before and it's always came out so good. If you guys are interested in seeing more easy and simple recipes for beginners, feel free to go ahead and like this video. Make sure you guys subscribe and turn on post notifications. And I am really excited, so let's just get right in. Alright guys, so as you guys can see here, I do have my beef here. What we're going to do is we're going to let the pan heat up. I do have this set to around low to medium-ish heat. And what we're going to do is we're going to let this heat up a good bit, and then we can put in our sirloin. And we're going to go ahead and cook that. You're going to want to cook it as well until it gets to a nice browning. Make sure that there's no pink left or any type of blood coming out of it still or anything like that. If you do see that, then that means that it's not done. So definitely make sure that it is done. If you have to overcook it, you guys can. Better to be safe than sorry. Alright, so once your meat has a decent browning on it, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take our taco seasoning and we're going to open this up and actually put this into our meat. You're going to go ahead and mix it around a little bit. And then once you mix it around and get all the seasoning all distributed onto the meat and stuff, then we can go ahead and set that aside and we can work on the next step. Alright guys, there's our taco meat. It honestly looks so good. I cannot wait to eat this. Alright guys, so I do have an onion here. Now this is optional. You don't actually have to cut this if you don't want to. If you don't want any onions, you can just cut a tomato up. I usually like to use onion and tomato. However, I don't have any tomato today. But I do have my onion, so I did already cut the onion in half. I did use this before. And then I'm going to go ahead and actually make little lines here because we're going to mince it to make it real small. So I am just going to go ahead and start by just kind of cutting the onion like this. Make sure you don't cut all the way, because if you cut all of the way, you're going to end up making the pieces come out. You want it to still be connected. That way, whenever you go ahead and mince it, it doesn't go all over the place. After you're finished cutting this, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and mince it by just cutting it downwards. So just like this. Oh, as you guys see, I cut it a little bit too much and it came out. That's alright. Just hold it together. Alright, I did get a little bit on the counter here. Just go ahead and toss them in the bin. And once you have your onions all cut up, you can go ahead and set these in a plastic container and go ahead and put them back in your refrigerator or in a nice cool spot until you're ready to use them once again. Alright y'all, so I took out my fries and I do have them here on my baking sheet. We're going to go ahead and put these in the oven. I do have my oven preheated at 450 and we're going to let these cook for about 25 minutes. I might let them cook for 30 minutes. There is quite a bit here as well. But 25 to 30 minutes should be good. Make sure that you guys do flip them over and turn them around and stuff. That way they don't burn. But yeah, we're going to put these in the oven and then we can move to our next step. Alright guys, so our fries are done. They are a bit crunchy, so I would recommend cooking them a little bit less than 25 minutes. Right here on the edges, as you guys can see, some of it is a bit overcooked, but that is my fault. Yeah, they are done. The ones in the center and stuff like that are really good. It's just the edges ones that are kind of bad, but those are finished, and we're gonna go ahead and work on the next part. Alright, so for our ingredients, we are going to need any type of fries that you like. I do have these ones on hand. They are called Zesty Twirls. I got these at Walmart. So in case you guys want to use your own brand or if you guys want to get these, they should be at Walmart. Next, we do have some Pace Nacho Cheese Sauce. I like using this because it has a little bit of a spice to it. If you don't like the spice, you guys can just get regular cheese. If you guys don't like to get the mild, that's perfectly fine. This is also optional as well. We do have some Taco Bell Chipotle creamy sauce. I love eating this stuff. Definitely also has a little heat to it as well. Really good. So we're going to be using this. Next, you're going to need any type of ground beef. I have this ground beef sirloin. I like using this because it has less fat compared to the chuck. So I am going to be using this for today's video. Next, we also have some triple cheddar cheese. This has a whole bunch of different types of cheese. There's Vermont cheddar, sharp cheddar, and mild cheddar. So it's a whole bunch of cheese all in one, which is great. And last but not least, you are going to need some taco seasoning for your meat. Alright guys, so for our assembly, the first thing that we're going to do is of course get our plate. And we are next going to get some of our fries here. And we're just going to go ahead and put them onto our plate. Now you want to make sure that you don't get a whole bunch of stuff because we are going to be adding a lot of toppings as well. So definitely be sure to go ahead and don't overdo it whenever you make your food. With our fries, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab some of our taco meat here. And we're just going to put this on top, just like this. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to grab our triple cheddar cheese and we're going to add this on top of our meat as well. Then you can grab your nacho cheese and just go ahead and layer that as well. This is really like runny, so definitely be sure to go ahead and not make a mess. There we go. Just like that. And I am going to go ahead and I'm going to also add some of our onions here as well. There we go. Now, like I said, I usually do add tomatoes, but unfortunately I don't have any tomatoes. But last but not least, we're going to add some of our Taco Bell Chipotle creamy sauce. Top. Just like that. Oh, some coming out. And there you have your loaded fries.